The most important thing you can do is be yourself. That feeling that, "Arey, iske zyada likes hai, mere kam likes hai, what do I do with that?" If you unsee the numbers and start seeing them as people, you will have more value for them. One of the things I live by is that the sweet isn't as sweet without the bitter. Hi, I'm Malini Agarwal. I'm the founder of MissMalini Entertainment and co-founder of Good Creator Co. And I'm here to tell you how to build a brand. It's very important that when you're creating an invention or developing something, you're trying to solve a need. And so when you think of your product, think about all of these things. Think about the fact that who is it for, what problem are you addressing, and how are you representing yourself. As the voice of your brand, you are the one who knows your brand in and out. You know your product better than anyone else does. And it's very important to be able to articulate it. This thing that they call the elevator pitch, it's very real. Very often, you have a very short time span in which to pitch a product or explain what it does. So if you make it very complicated or something that requires multiple conversations to understand, chances are you might miss out on opportunities for investment, for people to understand what the product does. So you really have to practice your pitch. Practice until you have it down in a way that you could really pitch it to someone in one elevator ride. I think 3 things that should be part of everyone's pitch, starting with why you came up with this. And that's what people connect with. So they will find your pitch and your brand memorable if something you said had a very interesting human aspect to it or a human vibe to it. Aside from that, I think it's very important, who is the target? Who are you making it for and why? It might be that your product is a very mass product and easily understandable, but you might also be creating a product that's very niche or for a very specific market. It's very important to explain the purpose of that product and who it's for. And finally, I think it's really important that you show enthusiasm for your product. Even if you have self-doubt, leave that behind you when you go up to pitch. One of the most important lessons I learned while I was an RJ. The fact that even though you're broadcasting to millions of people, everyone's having a very personal experience of what you're saying. They're connecting with you on a very personal level, which is why everybody thinks their favorite RJ is so good looking. It's the theater of the mind. Statistics are great, but make them interesting. Don't drone on statistics that are very easily known, common knowledge, or are hard to compute. Find an interesting statistic that, really shocks an audience or makes them think, aha, or makes them make a mental note of it to share with someone later. Visual representation of facts and figures is always useful. If you have pie charts or grids, pair it to something that shows how high value that is. One of the things that all inventors have to have is a little bit of thick skin and very good ears. You must listen to your feedback because even before your product has gone to market, this is your first consumer interaction. This is your first focus group, even if it's a focus group of 1. It's really important to listen and not get offended by their responses because there is no hidden agenda by people's feedback. They're giving you their first instinct, and it'll actually allow you to sort of carve and craft your product and finesse it much earlier than you would have if you didn't listen. I'm going to tell you the 3 things that I feel that are the most important for you to remember from me at least. 1 is spark joy. And sparking joy is not necessarily just about having fun or laughing. It's about sparking joy with an idea or an invention or a concept that previously did not exist. That sparks joy. Be genuine and authentic. Be authentic to yourself. Be authentic to your product. For instance, for me, I'm very clear that I won't do things with fairness creams, and I've always maintained that. And I feel really good about the fact that I have certain things that people identify me with. And finally, I think explore the world. Be open to collaboration. I think in today's day and age, it's collaboration over competition. And, hold strong and fast. Sometimes you're going to get feedback. Definitely listen to it if it's constructive. But if you strongly feel that, no, you still want to go down a certain path, you're the inventor. It's your invention. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Inventor Challenge YouTube channel.